Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. We're rated 1698 in chess puzzles. That's our rating for chess puzzles. So we're going to continue our puzzle grind and just see what we can do. See where we can take this. Immediately, first thing I'm thinking of is possibly putting him in check here. And depending on where he moves his king, maybe we can, if he's silly, we'll do that and we'll just win his pawn. If he moves over here, we can get his king. I mean, the queen. There's a lot of things we can do, but yeah, there's a lot of things he can do. I'm not great with endgames yet. That's for sure. But I think this is generally a good idea. In fact, even if we do a queen trade, we might do pretty good to race our pawn up. Okay, I think we can do a queen trade, and then he has to take, and we get one there. We promote first, then he promotes. But when we promote, we can just go down to h2, and he's pinned. We got his queen, and so we have like a discovered attack on his queen. I think that's what's going to happen. So we're going to go ahead and trade, and then we're going to race up. And he's not even... Yeah, that just worked out for us. Black to move. We have a queen, 2 rooks, a knight, and a bishop. He has queen, 2 rooks, and 2 bishops. And that would be, that would be a1, that would be h8, that would be d4. Yep, and this would be g3. Yep. Trying to pick random squares so I can learn the board. All right. I see a check immediately. And that may be checkmate. Not so much, but it's a dang good start to a check. This is really good. But this kind of sets the tone up front. He blocks, then we go up. He's got nowhere to go. It's checkmate. So I think this check is a no-brainer. Yep. He can block. We just take. He can block, and then we take our checkmate. Because all he has to do is this, and that's not good enough. Black to move. We have a queen, a rook, and a bishop. Our opponent has a queen, a rook, a knight, and a locked rook in jail. I see checkmate with this, except his rook comes to his safety. So that blocks us there. So check, c1 check. Rook comes to his safety. It comes to his rescue. Comes to his safety. What does that even mean? Check. It's a beautiful check right there. It's a f3. F3 is a nice check. He moves. D1 is still check. That's checkmate. Let's do that. Yeah. All right, black to move. We have a queen, and our opponent has a queen. We each have 3 pawns. We're in an end game. We need to figure out how the heck we're gonna do this. G4 maybe. I think we can win the queen if we go G4, force the king down. He could go up, but maybe we just attack the queen. No, because then the queen can really go anywhere. We do this. I don't know if we do this. Let's see, if we do this, we force the king. Let's see. King goes. I would love to get the king down down here so we can fork. That would be the best. How can we force the king onto c5? Because that would be a beautiful position for us to be in. We can kind of force him out. I don't like that. Ooh, that's pretty good. Except his king, his queen can. He would win that sequence, I think. What if we just attack the queen itself? This is going down, and this is going here. So, what if we just do this? This is nearly check. This forces his king down like we want it to, but by then our pawn isn't even attacking the queen to do the fork. But our queen is in a beautiful position. His king is worse off than it initially looked to me. So this right here is, let's see, we've got pawn. His queen can't really do much. So b5. King's forced to go down, and then that's when we can deliver checkmate. Well, even better is we we win the queen. Not better. There's nothing better than a checkmate in chess, right? But we win the queen. For sure we take this. Black to move. We have h8, a1, d1. This would be ef6. Yeah. All right. That would be d4. Yep. So, we have a queen, a rook, and all of our minor pieces. Our opponent has a queen, 2 rooks, and all of their minor pieces. They're up a rook. We probably want to checkmate. We can just take his queen for 1, and then his rook. I mean, taking his queen is just brutal. Like, why wouldn't we do that first? Why wouldn't we take his queen? Oh, because he could take our queen. Okay, so this is the timing issue. What do we do first? I think we protect our queen. Because if he takes our queen, then he's got a bishop that just can't be attacked. We can't get that back easily. So we take his bishop. Probably gets his queen to safety. That's not even safe for him. So I think we want to end the sequence with taking his rook, probably. So queen takes bishop. And then it's not even like he can really take ours. He can't take that, so... Yeah, I just don't see why we wouldn't. Queen takes bishop. Ah. Okay, that's making sense. Yeah, that can tear us up, because then he goes there, we go there, he actually takes our rook. Okay, we took his bishop, he's attacking our queen now. But he's in check. And so it's really bad for him, because when we take his knight back, he doesn't just get to win this and attack our rook. We actually win his queen, because this is a discovered check, and then we can take his queen that way. See, he can't take back because it's discovered check, so we win his queen. He goes here if he wants, and then we just win that. I mean, that's what a great setup there. Okay, white to move. That's H8. That's G8. That's F7. E6. D5. C4. C7. C8. B8. F1. Okay. I'm just trying to get myself familiar with the board, and I figure that I could do that periodically and it'll work. We have a queen, we have 2 rooks and a bishop. He has a queen, 2 rooks, and a bishop. We're pretty even. This is looking pretty good. I really like when I see a good diagonal like that next to his queen, next to his king. We could even do something like sacrifice the queen, you know, and then go check. I think that's checkmate right there, actually. Yeah. All right, black to move. We have checkmate next turn, so we have to do forcing moves. This looks pretty good. That right there, got that. No, hang on. Hang on. We can win a queen for sure, right? No, because then he could just win our queen. What do we got? We've got a rook and a queen, and he's got a rook, a queen, and a bishop. We could go rook east e2, puts him in check. He can't take because it's protected by the queen, right? So then maybe he goes here. If we take, yeah, that's all bad. A really good move seems like queen c1 puts him in check. He blocks with the rook, and then our rook is protecting that d2 square, and then we take with the queen. He goes here. Maybe we deliver checkmate. Almost, because the king has an escape route. So queen, I still really like that. I like queen c2. It seems like that's what this rook is here for. It was just made to protect this second row. So queen c1 puts him in check. Let's try that. Oh gosh, I hate messing a puzzle. Hate missing a puzzle. What's the idea here? Well, we have to remember, we have to put him in check. What's the idea here? We have to put him in check, because that's checkmate. Right? Oh, I'm an idiot. That's checkmate. Why didn't I think of that? Gosh, that was so simple. Did I forget to check my rating on this last one? Let me see what my rating is. I don't know what it was a minute ago, but puzzle rating is 1706. We're gonna call it that for this one. Puzzle rating is 1706. It could have been higher, could have been lower at the time when we started this, but as long as we get one of our puzzle ratings in the video, I'm happy with that. All right, white to move. We have a rook. Our opponent has a rook and a bishop. This is a crazy one. What? No en passant we can't do. where the pawn does a knight move. So this looks good because we're threatening to win a bishop, and then we just a bishop with a pawn, and then we just take his rook. Of course, I never see the moves I'm supposed to be seeing, but I think we go here. Interesting stuff. But he just gave us his rook. Oh, because he didn't want us to win a queen, I guess. Yeah, that'd have been worse. Black to move, so that's A1, B1, H8, G5, 6, whatever. We have 2 rooks. Our opponent has 2 rooks. Check. Wait, we're black to move. Sorry. Check. Checkmate. Could it be that easy? And we can't do this one first because he has an opening, right? So he goes here, and then we go here, and then he goes down there, and the whole position is lost. We have given him too much space. He can just branch out anywhere. I mean, we have to do this one first. So he goes down, and then he has no escape route. So this one first. Check. Checkmate. That one was too easy. White to move. We have 2 rooks and a bishop. Our opponent has 2 rooks and a knight. A1, H8, G8, G6, G3. Okay. I'm probably going to do that randomly throughout every puzzle. Pick random squares like this one. E5. Yep. We have check, but his king is just too free. I don't really like that. Any kind of forks going on? That's a dark square bishop. I don't know if we're trying to win pieces or deliver checkmate. We might have what we need for a checkmate. I think this is really good. G7, yeah, G7. Rook to G7 is really good because really and then no matter where he goes, we have checkmate, I believe. Yep. He could go anywhere. He can only go here, 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 and this one delivers a checkmate. We got a little ladder technique. Black to move. Black to move, I think we just sacrifice the queen. Rook takes on F1, and then we deliver checkmate. I don't see anything else. I don't see anything else happening. I think we could just ignore this rook. He's just standing there mingling with this pawn over here. Mingling or mugging him. I don't think opposing armies would mingle like that. I think this rook is probably bullying this little pawn here. So we have no. That can't work, right? Because, well, I guess it could. It's not a forcing move. In fact, maybe this one that's mugging the pawn can actually be the rescuer, because maybe what if he does this? Hold on, no. No, I think I'd take this and then it's checkmate, right? He goes forward. So I think that's the idea. I think we take this. That way it's a forcing move. We don't give him any crazy... We don't give him any crazy... We don't let him fork us. See that? I don't know. Right, because if... Yeah, I don't know. I think we just take this. As crazy as that sounds. He takes... Because this is all forcing moves. He can't go there. The one that's mugging the pawn ends up delivering the checkmate, really. And he's being protected. Or this pawn is guarding the F file. So we take... Sacrifice the king. And of course, that's checkmate. Crazy turn of events, wasn't it? Black to move. H8, A1. This one would be F4. Yes, okay. I'm learning how to think upside down. Okay, we have a queen and a rook. Our opponent has a queen, a knight, and a bishop. One more point than us, not factoring in all the pawns. The crazy pawns. We probably want to do a forcing move. This one looks really good. We actually win a knight if we do this. So I'm seeing queen d6 takes on d7. Oh, okay. Of course, it never works out the way I think it would because he's defended. He blocked the check and defended his knight. That's not good that I didn't see that. I'm supposed to be able to see that kind of stuff. It's a blunder if we just lose our queen. What am I doing? That would be terrible. But we could sacrifice the knight. I mean the rook. But then we're just, we're winning actually. Are we? No, we can just go back down. Then we do win the bishop. So we can sacrifice the rook and win 2 pieces. That's something. He can't yet deliver any kind of checkmate, so we don't have to do a forcing move on this turn. We can do that. He probably takes. We take. Then what? Then it kind of falls apart if he goes bishop f4, because then we can just go here, but then there's nothing. There's nothing. So I don't like that. What did we get so far? Nothing. We haven't gotten any points yet, so it would be bad to give our rook for the knight. Yeah. What if we pushed? That wouldn't do anything. Maybe it would. Maybe we push later. So what if we do the rook thing? Or really, we would be way more aggressive if we sacrifice the queen, because then he has to do something. We take, and then he does something which can totally stop all of our plans. So that's probably a bad idea. I think rook takes, and then rook goes up here. Oh, okay. Rook going up here would be checkmate, but no, we don't have a rook after he takes. Dang it. Why? None of these ideas are good. What a terrible thing. Am I missing something obvious? Ah! Attack the knight. It's so obvious. Take. Oh my gosh. That was too simple. This is why I need this. I need to remember that, hey, sometimes the simple pawn moves are the way to go. We won material. Okay, so that we didn't do that one correctly. Black to move. We have a queen, 2 knights, or a queen, 2 rooks, and a bishop. White has a queen, 2 rooks, and a bishop as well. He has too much stuff probably to be thinking about a checkmate. He has a battery going. I'm seeing this. I don't know. Take. That's not looking good. But we do a little discovered attack here. If we go pawn e4, if we just go push to e4, he probably wants to do a trade. Terrible idea. Terrible idea. Never mind. Well, we can always keep this as defense. So if we do this, he goes here. We can say, hey, have that. That's fine. We'll just take this. And then if he takes, we take back. I think we're doing fine. Of course, we're down points, but we have yeah, no, never mind. That's stupid. Most likely. We take a rook. He takes the queen. Oh, then we fork him. Okay, hang on. We take his rook. He takes back with the queen. And then we do the little discovered thing. I mean, whatever he does, we can take that. So he wouldn't want to lose that. So we take rook on c3. He takes back with the queen. We push e4. And then it's a discovered attack on his queen. So he probably wants to move his queen back up or something like that. He doesn't want to go here because the f pawn. So, or the f rook, right? So then we just win his bishop. Why wouldn't we want to win a bishop and then keep his king kind of... Yeah, so I think that's the idea. Take the rook and, yeah, win. There we go. We got it. White to move. Oh wait, a1, h8, and that's e5. Yep. And that's f4. Got it. I'm learning the board. We have a rook and a bishop, and our opponent has a rook and a bishop as well. Immediately, I'm seeing a e8 puts him in check, and then that's not quite. It's not quite a checkmate. Not at all. But it's protected. Rook would be protected. King has options, though. We're checkmated if we don't do a forcing move. So we need a forcing move. What are the forcing moves? We have one forcing move, I believe. Bishop can only serve as a defensive piece, supporting piece, I could say. Really a good supporting piece, as long as the king is on the white, black, dark squares, right? So, because the bishop ain't gonna do any attacks. So he can support, or we can go here. Supporting here looks like it could be good. He can't go here. So if we do this, king has to go here or here. How does this work? I don't see I don't see the big winning strategy. We need to, oh, I see, we fork. We remove the checkmate attack. There we go. Won the bishop. Now he no longer has checkmate. He can do this, we can just move up. Very good. All right, white to move. We have a queen and a rook. Our opponent also has a queen and a rook. And there's some pawns sprinkled in there. Let's see. We can trade queens, but that doesn't seem like the most desirable idea, does it? Probably can work his king to a point where we can do maybe some kind of fork with his rook and his king, because I'm thinking we go h4, king goes up to g. That would be 7, right? Yeah, g7. So h4, king g7, queen h4, king g7, and then I guess rook to h4, g7, rook d7. I don't see any forks. You know, if we could get here, if we could get our king here, or queen, sorry, then we could fork him, you know, and that would be amazing. We can definitely push the king up. And then maybe we can... I think the rook would have to go supporting at that point. Go there. King would want to go... He would have to go up. And then our queen can go... Oh, we win the rook. Yeah, so that's the idea. And of course, the computer never does what I want it to. It never does what I think it's gonna do. Like, that is not what I was expecting. But we can still win a rook. I think, no, we cannot. We cannot win a rook. We definitely don't want to. In fact, that queen, we almost need to. So he both defended his queen and his king, and I mean, he's still threatening checkmate, right? So do we do the obvious, where we take the queen, and then with this newfound problem here, maybe deliver check? Then his king has so many options. Man. Oh, I see it. I think I see it. We're gonna put him in check. We are gonna deliver the fork just in a different way than I thought, I guess, or whatever. Yeah, that's check. That's check. He doesn't have time to do this. He has to address the check. And then if he defends with you know, queen to g5, we just go b8. Yes.